I've made $500 in less than 30 minutes consistently for the past 4 years. But in 2024, there's a new strategy that people like this, and this have used to make over $500 in less than 30 minutes. So in the next 10 minutes, I'm gonna show you the exact strategy that will allow you to make $500 fast. Now, the first step to this strategy is discovery. And the discovery strategy is basically just asking questions and getting to know the person in front of you. Now, the one thing that really haunted me when I was selling was, how do I ask the right questions? Asking the right questions is a skill, but it's actually much more simple than you think. All you have to do is ask questions that get you one step closer to understanding the person in front of you. And they basically look like this. What are your goals? How long have you had a goal like this? What have you tried to actually reach them in the past? What did that process look like when you were trying to reach for it? And lastly, why didn't it work? Now you have asked the most important question of all. Why didn't it work? When they answer this question, they are giving you their biggest problem that they need help solving. So the question is, how do you solve it to be able to get them the help that they need and get your $500? Well, in order to do that, you have to understand their problem, and that's step 2. Understanding people's problems is one of the most important strategies to actually making money. And it's pretty self-explanatory. Basically, you need to know what people are actually dealing with. But why? Who cares what people are dealing with? Well, that's a valid question, but you should if you want to succeed. Because if you understand the problem and you know what the problem is in the first place, you can provide a solution. And 100% of the world today pays for a solution. But before you provide the solution, you have one last step. This single step is what has made me thousands of dollars a day and is the #1 move that will make you rich. You asked good questions, you understand the problem, but now what? The last step is called labeling. The most simple way of putting this stage into context is it basically means confirming or double checking that what they said is their problem is right. And then you put a label on that person. You put that problem on that person. It's kind of like clothing brands. If a shirt or a pair of jeans sucks, you label them with that brand and then you tell them why it sucks. And same thing if the pair of jeans or the shirt is really good. You label them with that brand and then you explain why they're good. So how do you do that to a person that has a problem without pissing them off and losing hundreds of dollars? This is the ultimate secret. And it looks like this. Let's say you're talking to someone that's super good at sports, but they have trouble doing recovery and it's hindering them from actually being great. You would label them by saying, okay, so you're having big issues with recovery, but you're already doing sports, so I can tell that you're disciplined in everything that you do. Now, this immediately labels them as having a big issue, but it also reinforces that they're super disciplined at everything that they do. Therefore, you're implying and labeling that person as someone who will be disciplined in everything, including recovery. You see how powerful that is? So when you get to providing the solution, you can bring up that label again. And all that does is reinforce showing someone that they are more than able to do this. They do everything right, they're already disciplined, and they need to solve this problem. All they need is the solution in place to do it. If someone was able to ask you good questions, truly understand and listen to your problems, and then label you in a really positive manner, you would buy that solution too, wouldn't you? So now that you know how to ask the right questions and label someone properly, you need to learn how to provide a solution that's actually worthy of someone paying for. There is a seamless solution strategy that I've been doing recently that's had a huge impact on my wallet. So check this video out where I show you what it is, how you can use it, and how the digits in your bank account can keep going up.